So we got the official lowdown on the Moogle Treasure Trove event, the Hunt for Lore, which starts next week, October 19th. That's Tuesday, right? It sure is Tuesday. So it starts at 1 AM PD, which is what time for me? 9 o'clock in the morning, I think. Hi Axie, welcome in. Dragon Quest event's the same day. That's awesome. So this will go until the official launch of patch 6.0. So I believe, I can't say for sure, but I'm assuming until the launch of patch 6.0 is not including early access. I'm like 98% sure, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. So you will collect irregular tombstones and get rare items. Yay, Pog! So we have seen this event multiple times in the past. It is a special event. There is no set schedule, and you can get many rewards, including brand new items, which this time is actually a really cool event. So let's see. Please note the event may be suspended without warning. That's fine. Event will include maintenance for patch 6.0 begins. So it doesn't actually confirm whether that's early access or not, but I'm assuming it doesn't. Alright, so in recent years, demand for collectors and historians have led to the surge of adventurers seeking tombstones. Yeah, we know all this stuff. So the objective is to collect these irregular tombstones of lore. So yeah. You can't get them when you're in undersized parties. Please note that. That's important. So the usual stuff that we know is the return of the Praetorium. So we're going to be doing 1 million runs of Praetorium, chat. How do we feel about that? So you can get 10 tombstones as is in the past for your Praetorium runs. You get 7 for Castrum Meridianum, which is also a classic. So when you're going in and you're doing your roulettes for the day, if you do MSQ roulette, which is the long one that doesn't have any skippable cutscenes, you can get these irregular tombstones of lore. So that's an easy way to get 10 or 7. You can also get 5 from Amarot, which that makes sense actually, because Amarot is actually like a super important part of the 5.0 storyline. So yeah, that makes sense to me. You can also get 3 or 5 from PvP, which I will not be doing personally, but I know a lot of people do like to use this time to farm all the PvP. A lot of the good thing about this is you get wolf marks, and there is a huge upsurge of players that go into PvP. So if you want to get any like achievements or try to get wins or anything like that, it's anything you're trying to work towards in PvP, this is a really good time to do it because everyone's going to be playing it. Get me twinning. I would love twinning. So yeah, if you want to do PvP, this will be a really good time starting next week. You will see that it will be really popular. Yeah. You can also get 4 Tombstones of Lore from the Ethereal Chemical Research Facility, Balsar's Wall, Alamigo, and Gimlet Dark. I totes get those are also really important dungeons, so that makes sense. You can get 3 from all of the Crystal Tower. Well, actually, it's not all of the Crystal Tower. It's Sycris Tower and Labyrinth of the Ancients. We also have World of Darkness and the Binding Coils of Bahamut turn 1. As well as turn 2. That's random. Okay. Turn 1 and turn 2. I mean, fair enough. You can solo those 2 easily, but you can't get it in unsynced, so you will have to go in with people, I suppose. That's a shame. Labyrinth of the Ancients and Sycris Tower, you know that those are going to be farmed to crazy. The World of Darkness is also pretty easy, so if you got any of these, it'll be easy. Oh no, that is all of Crystal Tower, you're right. I'm being a bit of a... I'm being stupid. You're right, it is all of the Crystal Tower. Well, I mean, Crystal Tower makes sense, right? It's like really important to Shadowbringers, so yeah, fair enough. And then Binding Coils, the first 2 steps of Binding Coils. You can also get 2 for these. I mean, I guess it's fair if you're doing relics and stuff, but Deltascape turn 4, so X-Death. Sigmascape turn 4, which is Kefka. Alphascape turn 4. You've also got Contaminant Bay, or in fact all the Contaminant Bay, so that's the Warring Triad. So the Warring Triad, and you're also talking about the Omega fights as well. Fair enough. I mean, people will be doing these anyway right now because it's like people are farming through the story, but these three are good for one section of the relics in Shadowbringers 2, so the 4 tomes dungeons will see me a lot. I'd rather do those. Fair enough, like, we're all gonna have our preferences, of course. So you can spend your tomes with the itinerant Moogles, which is in the 3 main city-states. So that's Uldal, Gridania, and Limpsa as well. So here are the stuff that you get from it, which is what I get excited about. So the main exclusive item that we're getting is the Inferno Jacket, which actually I would love to see more about that. Let's see. I want to see. Look, so it's kind of like, it's got like the logo on it, the meteor logo. It doesn't show you the back. I want to see the back. The back of it is really nice. It's got like a big inferno kind of imagery on it, but it's not showing me that. But yeah, I'm really excited. They did show actually images of that previously, didn't they? I wonder if we can find that if I Google it. Let's Google. There is an image of it online. Let's see. Final Fantasy 14. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So, I wonder. Yeah, go Twitter. So there we go. This is what it looks like. This is the front of it. It's got like the flames and stuff on it, and it's got like this really cool, badass design in the back. Looks massive, but it's really cool. Yeah, they actually made the jacket. Yeah. A sleep through movie roulette. So yeah, the jacket's really nice. Those are 100 tomes though. So those are like your top rewards. That would be what I would say is the biggest thing to go for, especially because it's exclusive content. You're not going to get this anywhere else. It won't be coming back. Usually these things are exclusive to the Moogle Treasure Trove event for one time only. So that was the same with like the Namazu necklace, the Mama Shiba stuff. Some of the Namazu stuff as well was all exclusive. So that's the same with the Inferno Jacket. So definitely worth the 100 tomes. That would be the first thing I would farm. So yeah. I hope it's Diabol. Actually, I haven't... Did it say that it was Diabol? Bam, 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 bam. Am I blind? Help chat. It's Diabol. Yes, Pog. It's Diabol. Okay, cool. That'll be really nice to see how people change the colors and stuff of that. The mounts that we're getting for 50 tomes, I'm going to say right now, so this one's Byakko, which is Byakko Extreme. And this one is from, which one is this? Legendary Falcon of Rage. That's, what'd you call it? Dark Lanner? Nidhogg? Hold on. I'm bad at this. That is Nidhogg. Yes, Nidhogg. Pog. Okay, I was right. So, Byakko and Nidhogg, those, I'm going to say straight off the back, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Don't spend 50 tomes getting them each, because honestly, you can get a party finder easily unsynced to get these. To get them, to waste 50 on each of these tomes, I just feel like it's too much of a waste. It's a total waste of your time. Like, you can easily pick up a party finder, get a group of friends together. You don't even need a full 8-man party. Like, I've gone in and been like with like a 4-man with each of these at least, so it's not a big deal to go and get some friends together or just go to party finder and say, look, let's do unsynced farms. They happen all the time, especially because some of these will be on like the Chloe books and stuff, so you will see unsynced parties from them all the time. So that to me would save 100 tomes straight off the bat. Sailed for Hire, the hairstyle. Now, this is actually a PvP hairstyle, and it's worth 18,000 wolf marks. Now, I would say, depending on your playstyle, so for someone like me, I don't PvP, right? I just straight up don't PvP. I ain't interested in it. But for me, this is worth the 50 tomes, because I'm not going to have 18,000 tomes. I'm not going to have 18,000 wolf marks just lying there to spend. So for someone like me who doesn't PvP, it's perfect and very much worth the 50. However, if you are a PvPer or you're interested in doing it during the event, I wouldn't waste your time spending the 50 tomes, because you're gonna farm 18,000 wolf marks anyway if you're going into PvP to do this event. So it really just depends on what your plan is. The Battle Orchestrion role. So that is actually from AlphaScape version 1, so V1. I would say, depending on... I mean, Orchestrion roles are up for everyone in the full party to grab. You can go into AlphaScape on an unsynced party without a full 8-man. So, I mean, you can, again, get Party Finder or a group of friends together. I mean, if you don't have any friends, that's why Party Finder's your friend, Falkland. So, I would say, because it's up for the full group to get, again, it's down to preference. I probably will not bother. I can get it, like, anytime in the future. If I want to try and complete my Orchestrion roles collection, I can get it in the future. It's not like it's a big deal. So 50 for me feels like a little steep. But it's whether or not you can be bothered farming Alpha 1, especially since Alpha 1's not even part of this part. Like, it's Alpha 4. Yeah, Alpha 4. It's Mama and Papa F and M. So it's really up to you, that one. The next one is this special Time Worm map ×2. So you get 2 of these maps. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what these were at first. And then when I looked at them, I was like, oh, there's a reason why I don't bother with these. Personally, these, I mean, for 30 tomes, it's 15 each. Technically, I know you're buying them in a pack of 2, but for 30 tomestones, I don't know, man. Like, it's not bad, because those maps, all they do is guarantee... they guarantee a portal spawn for, I think, a Gazelle skin map. So it's not... I don't believe it's a Zonner skin map. I think it's Gazelle, but I could be wrong. Someone can correct me either here in chat or in the YouTube comments. But I'm glad that they... This was 50 before, I believe. Like, in the last event, these were 50 tomestones. So having them at a reduced cost to 30 is better. So I would say if you've got anything left over and you're not, like, spending them on other things, I would say it'd be okay to pick them up. Hi, Nevik. So yeah, this, again, along with the battle music, like, really comes into personal preference. The Alamegan Barding. So this can be done anytime. It is part of a chain fate in the peaks. You do need to get gold, so you need to get full participation to get it. So if you cannot be bothered getting a group of friends together and farming some of that, like, getting to that fate, you don't even need to farm it, it's just a one-time gold completion, then yeah, spend the 30 tomes. But honestly, I could, like, say to my FC, you know, let's go get this chain fate and, like, basically hold out until it pops, because it's like, I think it's a 2-part or 3-part chain. So when is this? This is next Tuesday. It's the 19th until 6.0. Yeah, so the Drake Horn, the Laurel Gubu Horn, the Elf's Horn, the Bomb Horn, and the Direwolf are, I would say, for 30 tomes, completely worth it if you're not going to be doing Beast Tribes from A Realm Reborn. That's what you get from, like, I think it's like max participation in, or max reputation in the A Realm Reborn Beast Tribes. So I've said this in previous Moogle Treasure Trove events. If you're not going to bother with those Beast Tribes, pick these up, because it is a time investment. You are limited to the amount of Beast Tribe quests that you can do in a day, which is 12. So basically, I would say pick these up if you're not going to do it. That would be my advice. The Embar and the Xanthos Whistle, don't waste your time. You could probably solo these fights on your own. Honestly, like, Embar is probably my favorite out of those because I freaking love Leviathan. But both of these, don't waste 30 tomestones each on it. It's just not worth it. Like, you can either go in solo, Or you can pick up you only need literally like one other friend to go in with you to be one can heal, one can tank, or one can heal, one can DPS. So most of them you actually don't even need a healer. But yeah, don't waste 30 tombstones on these. It's completely not worth it. You get 30 tombstones for an MGP Platinum card, which is 50,000 MGP. I mean, 50,000, it's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But I've said in the past, I'm going to stick to this advice. Only get this if you have nothing else to spend tomes on. If you find yourself with an excess of tomes, yeah, okay, pick them up. But you can easily farm like 100 to 200,000 MGP a week doing your challenge log and your fashion report. So it's easy MGP to pick up, but don't do it unless you really don't have anything else to spend them on. So next thing we got is some housing items. We've got the tree slice tower, the botanist dried herbs, the step kitchen, and the marimo lamp, along with the fat cat sofa. So I would say these 5, I mean, these are all crafting items. So if you're a crafter, definitely do not waste your tomes on these. 30 tomestones is way too high a price for something that you can craft. I mean, like the tree slice tower is just walnut lumber. Like these are not worth these are not worth it if you're a fisher or gatherer, because the fisher you need for the marimo lamp. But I mean, these things, a lot of these materials don't cost that much if you don't want to go out and gather them yourself. But yeah, if you're a crafter, don't bother. If you're not a crafter and you're in an FC, you probably have friends that can craft these, or FC members that can craft them. So yeah. Also, I mean, the Final Fantasy XIV community is pretty nice. If you wish to, like, shout out in a town, can someone craft these for me? I guarantee you'll find one person that'll do it. They might charge you a small fee, but they'll do it. These are also market boards prohibited, or sorry, not prohibited. So you can actually just buy them on the market board. I know that I've bought 1 or 2 of these in the past, despite the fact that I'm an Omni high-level crafter. So, yeah. I would take a look. I mean, not to me, I would say no, don't do it. The Bomaka mask, jacket, gauntlets, the whole outfit of this is all part of the Swallow's Compass. I mean, if you're gonna farm that for glamour, yeah, synced coils there, but you have to be synced to do it, yeah. So these Bone Wicca stuff is stuff that you can farm from the Swallow's Compass. I mean, if you're really down to get that as part of a glamour, sure, go nuts. I mean, it's up to you. Again, this is down to personal preference. I will not be bothering. The fact that I know that I could go in with 1 or 2 friends unsynced and get this stuff, that's what I would do, personally speaking. So yeah, I just wouldn't. I mean, that's like 2 expansions ago, so no, I wouldn't bother. Or what is it? Is it 2 expansions? Stormblood, sorry, so 1 expansion ago. So you could easily get like 1 or 2 friends and just go in there. It can be a grind for sure, yeah, absolutely. It drops from the last boss, yeah. So it can be a grind. You have to go through the whole dungeon, unfortunately, but that's a personal thing. I'm not really that interested in getting them for glamour, so for me it's not worth it, but for you it might be. So again, that's a decision you'll probably make on your own. Then we get all the Realm Reborn raiding maps, which are worth 10 tomestones. To get these, you do need to spend allied sales if you were going to do it on your own, which is worth it. I think it's like 250 allied sales, I think. So I would say if you don't have these, pick them up. Again, this is another thing you can get at any time on your own. I have these already, so these have not been really worth it for me. And these do show up every time they do a Moogle Treasure Trove event. So if you're missing one and say you need to pick 1 or 2 up from things that you missed in the last event, you could definitely get these now. So yeah, you go all the way through the entire Realm Reborn zone for that. Now we have minions. So the 2 minions we've got is the Griffin Hatchling and the Aurelia Polyp. So out of these, I mean, the Griffin one's the easiest to get, is 400 Centurio sales. I do farm Centurio sales anyway because I do like hunts and stuff. I would suggest if you are leveling classes and you're doing your expansion appropriate daily clan hunts, which is not the ones that you get the shout out for, it's the ones that you pick up from the billboard, the hunt board. You will farm 400 Centurial Seals in no time. It's very easy to pick up. So you would spend that with the dude that you get your shop stuff from. But if you've got 7 random tombstones of irregular tombstones of lore, easy pickup. Same with the Aurelia or the Aurelia, I can't say that, polyp is a pain in the arse. I'm not gonna lie, I would check the market board for this. Because these come from submarines and it's not ideal. Now the other place you can get it is the Bosjan Southern Front. So if you are farming the Bosjan Southern Front, you might get a random chance of dropping this from a chest. But the way that you normally get it is through submarine raids. So you get your FC to send a submarine out. It takes a full day or so, and it comes back and you might get a random chance of picking it up from a couple of particular zones. For 7 tomes though, I think this is easy to get. Absolutely easy pickup. I would get it if I didn't already have one. And I'm pretty sure with the FC that I'm in, we've had quite a few of these already, so it's not like it's super uncommon to see. Down to the triple triad cards. So we've got 3 here. The easiest one I would say to get is the Shinryu card, only because you can get that from normal and extreme, the Royal Menagerie, and you can get it from the Shinryu extreme fight. Of course, the cards are a random drop, so it is a farm. So if you're doing it, you could be farming for the amount at the same time, which is not too bad. Unsync worthy, I mean, you still have to pay attention to that fight, but it's not too bad. You still can go in with less than a full party and get through it. The Diabolos holo cards. Now, that one you can get from Dunscaith, but you will be fighting everyone for it, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But if you're trying to get it on your own, you can get it from the Red Bill Store Boy in Idleshire. It's one of the 4 cards that you can win from him if you win triple triad games against him. So for me, I mean, because of the pain that it kind of is to get this card, I would pay the 7 Moogle tomes to get it easily. Like that, I would say that's an easy pickup for me. The Roderick Poison Tongue card. That is from the Drowned City of Scala. So I would just spend tomes to get that one, honestly, because I don't think I have that. Of course you can farm it, but you will be fighting for other players to get it. So easy 7 tomes. I mean, these 3 I would just pick up because there's 7 tomes. That's like 1 run of Castrum Meridianum from an MSQ roulette. Easy pickup from me. Yeah, last boss of Scala, you will be fighting other players to get it, but it is a pain. But yeah, the triple triad cards for me tend to always be easy pickups. And then the last items, we got 2 music orchestrion rolls. So we've got the Fibbert Gibbet orchestrion roll. I look at that and I go, what? So that is from the Sylphs, so the Beast Tribes and the Sylphs. Hawthorne Hat. I would say this is an easy pickup if you're not planning on doing the Beast Tribe at all. If you're partway through, you just have to make it to a certain point and then you can start to pick it up. And I think it's only 3 of their special currency to pick it up. So it's cheap once you get there. But you do have to put in the work to get it. It's the same with the Peace of Mind orchestrion roll. That's from the Vath. So the Vath in Tailfeather. Those are, so both of these you do have to do some work for that Beast Tribe. If you're not that keen on doing Beast Tribes at all, which I personally love Beast Tribes. I think they're a great way for leveling alternate classes. They have cute storylines. You've got additional loot that you can buy from their shop, which is good. They have, like, the Vath has like a cute glamour that you can wear that you look like one of them, which is kind of weird, but I would still say, yeah, if you're not planning on doing it, pick it up with the irregular tombstones of lore. If you are planning on doing it, don't bother. And then the last one is, if you've got an extra tome or not, you can get these 10 magic prisms, which are job masteries. It's the 3 stars above your head. So, you know, it's, I would buy these just to waste a tome or not, if like I've got a tome or whatever lying spare, because you don't have anything between the 1 and the 7. So if you're sitting with like 1 or 2, I would get it, and I've got everything else on the list. If, I know a lot of people will do this, now bear this in mind, a lot of the stuff like the for probably the housing items in particular, you will see an influx of those on the market board because a lot of folk will pick the ones that people tend to buy the most of, and buy them and put them on the market board, and that's how they make their money as well. So bear that in mind. So you might see that some of this stuff will start to appear on the market board pretty regularly in the next wee while. But yeah, that starts next week. You'll see lots of players online trying to farm this stuff. MSQ roulette will be popping. It'll be absolutely busy, and yeah, we all want that Inferno Jacket. So yeah, enjoy the Moogle Treasure Trove, guys. It's a here, it's a coming.